Hey guys, Beta Tech here. We're in the bathroom today. I thought I'd show you guys the right way and the wrong way to do stuff. I know this isn't really technology based, but hey, you know, there's always something that needs to be done. So, you know, you can have your bathrooms professionally redone. Doesn't matter how much you pay, no matter what, they're not always going to do it right. So, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually do the caulk right in your shower, because, well, they don't always do it right. Now, I mean, I don't know what your situation is, if it was done wrong. Look over here, this is really, really deep, and even though it was redone many times, they still screw up and they still use the cheapest caulk. I mean, that's, when I stuck a ruler in, I mean, that was pretty thick, so if I have time, maybe I'll stick a ruler and show you how thick it really was in there. So, anyway, so first I'm just going to show you guys how to take the caulk out. I mean, that's not really hard. You just got to be careful. Right here, all you need is basic little, you know, utility knife. Take it out, you know. Just got to be careful. I mean, you could use two hands, but I mean, I've always done this with one for the most part, so you just got to be careful. It's just getting in here is going to be real hard. This actually all came out, and on the other side, this crack is actually just a bare wall that I'm tapping right here, so, you know, that's not really that good, you know. Had to do the other shower too. You know, that one's actually, that seems to be holding up good, you know. You gotta do that the right way, but that shower didn't have huge gaps like this. So, you know, you got it coming out from under the soap dish, and you got it all around. Even right here on the tracks, I can show you that, yeah. So, yeah, they didn't do this right. So, it doesn't matter. Better than call them in, just do it yourself and you know it's done right. So, whatever your situation is, it all depends. So, you know, this is really particular to my situation right over here. So, let me show you guys what I have to at least do to take out, because yours might be a little similar. You know, what they did was they seemed to just fill this whole area in with caulk behind it. I mean, I don't know what other way to fix that. I mean, maybe put a little grout in there, you know, but one thing, you know, it's always best to seal this up. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to take this all out. So, you know, easily you could just take, you know, putty knife, get that in there, you know, it just comes right off. And then, all you got to do, you just take this, comes right out in your hands. Let me just move over here, it might be a little easier to show you guys. See how the knife just gets in there. My camera focuses. There you go. And I can probably get under. And you just gotta do that a little bit. You know, you have to go a few times just to get in there. And then just comes right out. See, now right in there, what they did is they just filled in with a whole bunch of caulk. I mean, you know, the reason this was actually redone and then seemed to use even cheaper, even crappier caulk, you know, what you gotta do is basically, I mean, just put it in there, you know. Unfortunately, the mold, you know, that's what was the reason why this was actually changed out, not even a couple weeks ago, I mean. So, you know, show you guys, you know, how to do this. So, I'm just gonna continue taking this out, you know, as it comes out, see how it just basically flakes away here as you do it. You know, make yourself a little pile, you know, might be a little easier. Ooh, add it to the collection. I mean, I don't know if you guys have a collection. I mean, who knows? Some people have weird hobbies. Some people like to collect pieces of caulk that are all dried up, shriveled, moldy in a bucket in their garage. So that's up to you. I mean, hey, I don't recommend it, but not my thing. So I'm gonna work on this and, you know, come back to you, you know, with the next part. Hey guys, I'm back. I just want to show you guys quickly, you know, as I'm taking this out. You know, one thing to be careful, because I mean the utility knife is sharp. You got to be real careful not to scratch your tub or even your shower stall. You know, doesn't matter, you know, how high quality it is or anything. I mean, anything can still be scratched. You know, even if it's porcelain or whatever. So I mean, we do have a little bit flaking here. You know, you might be able to take that with you know, a toothbrush and some alcohol around, but you don't want to like oversaturate it, like get through that crack. So let me just finish up on this and I'll be right back. Hey guys, back. Just thought I'd show you, you know, removed the caulk and everything, you know, got a nice pile here and everything, removed all that excess out. you know, when they did it, you know, a lot of the good caulk, I mean, they actually left behind. Still looks pretty good. You know, it's up to you. You could take all that out. You know, it probably is best. So you know, I'm gonna do that. But I just wanted to show you, you know, if you want to do this right, you know, you got some excess here. In order to get that excess out, you just gotta take like an old sponge, you know. This one's probably like older than me, you know, but you just want to scrub it away. And if it's really, really difficult to get, you might have to, you know, use that utility knife and carefully scrape away at it, or you take your nail and your nail will just get rid of a lot of it. You know, put in a little elbow grease, you know, that's the best way. You don't want to make the sponge overly damp because, you know, like over here, like me, you know, got some exposed wall, you know, but you just want to scrub it away, you know, get it nice and smooth. And you know, you won't want to do that along the whole thing. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I think we can get to, you know, replacing the caulk. So I'll get you guys back when that time comes. Alright guys, so we're back. Just wanted to show you, you know, removed all that excess out of there and everything, so it's looking pretty good. But just wanted to let you know, best thing to do, you know, is to just, you know, clean that out, you know, so you don't have to worry about, you know, any diseases growing back there like mold, you know. Usually I'm going to take like an antibacterial wipe, but you know, it doesn't always kill everything, so you know, that's why, you know, you really might have to scrub in there. Maybe a little bleach, you know, if you really got some mold growing back there. I know just a couple weeks ago there was mold growing back there, but you know, got all that out, you know, and then this happened. I mean, it didn't even last, what, 2 weeks? I guess really cheap caulk was used, you know. If you do it yourself, you know, don't go out and buy, you know, a huge, you know, 10-ounce caulk and, you know, pay, you know, $3 or $5 for it, you know. Sometimes, you know, it might be better to spring for, you know, a little bit of higher end caulk, you know, if you really know it's going to be better. You know, really check out the ratings and make sure the caulk is definitely rated for bathroom use. I mean, you know, and it's mold resistant and all that, you know. And some of them even have really nice, you know, lifetime guarantees or on there, you know, or limited, you know. So make sure, you know, you look into all that. So, you know, if you need to, you know, use a sponge, you want to really clean that out, you know. But you just don't want anything growing back there, you know. You want to make sure that it's all good and that, you know, you're not going to have a problem later on in the future, you know. I mean, you know, it depends on how it is, you know. What you really want to do actually after all this, you know, you want to give it a good couple hours to dry, and then, you know, you should be, you know, good to go, hopefully, for the most part, you know. You know, if you need a little more time than that, you know, you take a little more time than that. But, so I'll get back to you after I finish cleaning this away, and, you know, hopefully then we'll be ready to caulk. Alright guys, so we're back, and now it's time for the moment of truth, the caulking. So, first of all, you know, you got the caulk. I like, you know, the ones in which you can just squeeze. I think it's just a little easier, you know. I just like it. So the best thing to do right here is, as you see these guidelines on there, you know, if the camera focuses, you should be able to see. But anyway, what you want to do is you just want to follow the guidelines and then take the snips and just cut it right through. You know, it might be a little tough, but, you know, you just follow the guidelines and it should go just like that. Not bad. And then you have a little hole like that, which is perfect. Hey guys, so anyway, now for the caulking. What I sometimes find to be the best solution is, you know, after you cut the caulk open, what I like to do is put a little tape over here at the bottom part, you know, keeps it from splitting and everything and then getting all over your hands, because then that's really hard to get off. So really what you gotta do then is you just get in there with it, you know, on that angle. You really gotta get it in there. So then, you know, you're gonna wet your finger. You know, you can keep a little bucket of water or whatever over here. And then you just smooth it over. And then I just like to take the wipe and I can just wipe my finger off on the wipe. Problem solved. So, just keep going at it. And you might have to do a few layers, you know, but you gotta let the first layer dry thoroughly, you know. So all caulks are different, so, you know, follow the instructions on them and make sure, you know, you pay attention to on the label of the caulk when it tells you how many hours you need to wait. And that all depends on how thick it is, and it tells you how thick, you know, based on it. So, you know, just keep following it, and I'll come back and show you a little more as I do it. Alright guys, so I finished doing the first coat on the tub. As you can see, going around. Looks pretty good, I think. Move it down a little so you can see if it focuses, but anyway, so yeah, so that's the first coat. Because it's so deep, I'm gonna give it like another coat, and you might have to do this a couple times, but you know, it's for the best. This way, you know, it seals it right up for you, and then you don't have to worry. So just like I said, you just gotta make sure it's completely dry before you do this. This sat around for about a good hour, so you know, and you want to make sure you're making it nice and smooth, just like that. So just get that in there. If you really need to, you can also use your finger. Both work pretty good. Usually the tube, you know, for the most part, should work out fine. So let's just see how this goes, and I'll show you guys the final product. So guys, here is what it looks like after another coat. I'm probably going to definitely give it one more coat. I like to do at least 3, you know, for something, you know, this deep. It's going to take a long time to dry, I know that. So once it's done, I'll give it the 3rd coat. But in the meantime, I'm going to take the pile of scraps. I mean, part of them I managed to just throw away as I was doing, but you know, next I just got to throw all that away. And as for these little pieces, I recommend just using, you know, a shop vac that is for both wet and dry. So like one of those wet and dry vacs, which I have. Doesn't matter what size, you know. Just of course be careful with it so you don't scratch, you know, the floor in your bathroom or your tub. I usually don't put it in the tub. I usually put a towel under the vacuum, and then I just go in there and I'll vacuum all that out. So, you know, but I'll do that after the final coat, just vacuum it all up. So, yep. So alright. Let this dry and we'll give it one more coat. Hey guys, so this is the final product. Looks pretty good. It's not completely dry yet. Just put on the last coat. The best thing to do is let it dry completely, and of course, more importantly, cure before you use the shower. They recommend, and highly recommend I should say, that you not use the shower for at least 24 hours. I'm probably going to give it, you know, about 2 days. You know, that's how I do it, you know. And I've never had a problem, you know, in the past with the other shower when I did it. So, you know, it came out pretty good so far, you know, and if there's any little bit that got over because maybe your finger's a little bigger or whatever, you know, you can just wipe away the excess, you know, as it dries very carefully on the edge, but you need to be very, very careful. You might have to redo it. So what is usually better is, you know, to, you know, wait till it's completely done, and then if you have to, you know, you can, I'll show you now, you know, you can go right by the edge with the knife, and you know, even though this isn't dry, you can come close and just make a flat line and then just peel it away, and that's all you got to do. So not too bad there. I think it came out pretty good. I'm not really too worried about this. Best part is, you know it's done right this time, and you know, those quote-unquote professionals, you know, that take the shortcuts won't have to worry. You know, there are many real professionals out there, but, you know, you can be professional yourself just by, you know, not taking the shortcuts, you know. But, yeah, I hope you guys like, and, yeah, hopefully you guys can give it a try. Bye.